Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Welcome back. It's been a minute, but I am here with some celebrity readings, allegedly celebrity. We are going to do, I believe, 3 readings today. This one is going to be Jay-Z and Beyonce, an update. Someone asked me to do an updated reading on their energy. So I did look at some cards before I started this reading, and ooh-wee, all I can say is Jay-Z, he got like a whirlwind or trouble headed his way, allegedly. I feel like especially by the top of the year. And this could be something that's been in the works for like 7 years, okay? But really, like, pay attention to Capricorn and Aquarius season, the beginning of 2026, maybe even the end of 2025. Something's going to happen. But let's get into it, y'all. I'm going to look at his energy, and then I'm going to look at her energy and see. I did see her asking the question, should I stay, should I go? And her moving money around. So let's see. Again, all of this is alleged. All right. And for entertainment purposes only. Show me Jay-Z's energy right now. I feel like he's about to find himself in a mess. What is this? Globetrotter. All right, it says well-traveled, jet-setting, passport stamps, seeing the world, always on the road, on the go, and busybody. That's giving me Eight of Wands energy. Eight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. He is a Sagittarius. So it's giving me that he could also be, I think they are planning to move. They may be trying to go somewhere where you can't be extradited. I don't know. But if that's something he's planning, I would tell him he better get a move on it before the beginning of the year or the end of the year. Like, I feel like the heat is coming. The heat is coming for him. But he could very well just be traveling right now. Fertility. Wow. This is Taurus, Libra, and Leo energy. Fertile ground, creativity, pregnancy is indicated, giving birth to ideas and projects. Now, y'all know he just tried to get a casino in New York, Times Square, I believe. Somewhere in New York. And it was shot down. So he could be coming up with some kind of new idea. Let's see. Maybe even have somebody pregnant. Hopefully not. Let's see. Look at this, y'all. What did I say? Spring or 7 years. The Fool, Aquarius season, the beginning of the year or spring. This is the spring equinox or the beginning of the new year. So it's usually the new year that's celebrated in like more the eastern hemisphere of the world. However, the Fool card is obviously Aquarius season as well. So sometimes I see it as the beginning of the year, and I literally just said that, and here it is. So double confirmation, because I felt it intuitively, and then this card came out saying exactly what I just said. He better keep his eyes on something. Now, I don't know what happened 7 years ago, back in 2018. I feel like that's when this started, this cycle for him. We got loss of anonymity. The Six of Wands is about success and victory and being in the spotlight, being a, detective. Somebody might be, he might be under surveillance. Social distancing. Lord. But loss of anonymity is Leo, Jupiter energy. Is the cost of fame, popularity, all eyes on you, being a media darling, in the spotlight, center of attention, easily recognizable, a household name, and a public figure. And that is what he is, right? I feel like, though, this loss of anonymity is like people seeing beyond that veil. It's like it's a curtain call. Something about to happen, y'all. What's about to happen for him? Status symbol. Token, trinket, material possession, badge of honor, prize possession, trophy, pride and joy, and bragging rights. See, I feel like this is what's about to be pulled from under him, though. I hate to say it. I hate to see it. But dynamic duo, power couple, perfect match, your person. That's him and Beyonce. What is going on, though? Why am I not able to? Yeah, look at this. A perfect storm was stuck to the table. It says a recipe for disaster, domino effect, which is the Eight of Wands as well. An inevitable ending, worst case scenario, a nightmare, a hot mess, and a ticking time bomb. That's what I feel intuitively. It's a shame. It's a real shame. I mean, hopefully I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I'm usually not about this stuff. We got exalted, the Six of Wands again. It's giving me like all of this pride. I feel a very prideful energy. I feel like, look, I'm here. I'm on top of the world. I don't plan to leave. Not without a fight. This is the Six of Wands again. The This can talk about pride, though. It can very much represent ego and pride. He just may be having this energy of being very much untouchable. I don't think that he lives in reality. I just want to go off script for a minute. When everything happened with Diddy last year, and the Jaguar Wright was speaking out about how Jay-Z was far worse, allegedly. I knew that the timer had started. When she went on to Piers Morgan and they asked for that interview to be taken down, the portion that mentioned them, I was like, this is the beginning. Something's about to happen. Because the fact that she made it on such a big platform, and the fact that gained so much traction, and the fact that they responded, I was like, something is coming. Now, I don't think the Jaguar is privy to anything that we're not privy to. I'm just saying that I think that her speaking out just brought attention. It kind of put the spotlight. This is like being in the spotlight. It put the spotlight on them. But I also want to say Jay-Z around that time was trying to distance himself from Diddy, which may be smart business-wise. But if you consider somebody your friend, there's a better way to go about it. You don't have to speak publicly about them, in a good or a bad way. But I don't know. I wouldn't treat my friend like that. And he hadn't been proven guilty of anything. He was just accused of something. And if you abandon people just because they're accused, are you really a decent person? Are you really a good friend? Well, we know Jay-Z is not. He has a track record of, doing that to people. Kind of, he and Diddy are like one and the same, in my opinion, allegedly. But, he even went so far as to say that they were never friends. And I've seen these two men literally say, I love you too, to each other. With my own eyes and ears, I saw and heard, I love you too. I don't just say that to people that I don't care about. I mean, people can say things, don't mean they mean them, but I'm just saying. I think they were pretty close. Okay, I'm definitely not taking all of those. Yeah, God's plan. God works in mysterious ways. Listen to your instincts, High Priestess. I feel like something is coming, y'all. Give me one more for Jay-Z's energy. Discernment, the Queen of Swords. Intelligent, analytical, astute, logical, and critical thinking. I feel like he's going to have to start moving real strategically. If I were him, I'd start getting my ducks in a row. I feel an investigation of some kind, a major one coming. I really feel like the end of the year, the beginning of the year, as we're transitioning into 2026, oh baby, he's going to have to watch out. He's going to have to watch out. There are certain things that he said. In fact, this guy was just talking about a song lyric something he said in, I believe, his 444 album, where he talked about money laundering, y'all. He kind of admitted to it like the young kids do. Like, he's saying it as a pun, but you can't say stuff like that in music. They use it against you. So this discernment, though, the Queen of Swords can represent somebody's making a decision, somebody who's looking at a situation that's in a position of authority. It could be a woman. I feel like he's going to have to start to move very strategically. I don't even know. It might be too late. I feel like it's too late. But if at all possible, over these next 2 months, he's going to have to start making some serious decisions I ain't trying to encourage nobody to do nothing illegal, but I'm going to just say he needs to protect his assets. However that makes sense to him. If he were to ever be listening to me, I would tell him, baby, they coming. They are coming. What am I feeling, Spirit? Show me what I'm feeling. As a matter of fact, let's use the tarot. What am I feeling? Because I feel something coming very strongly. I feel like it's a major, major loss. I feel like it's a major loss. And I feel like this deal not going through for the casino was the first thing. But baby, something about to hit him. And Beyonce might be collateral damage. The King of Swords. Okay. It's like I feel like they're playing mind games with him. The Three of Swords, heartbreak. Look at those swords going right into the heart. This is betrayal, y'all. Oh, Lordy. Look at this. The Five of Cups. Grief. Grief is coming. Loss. A significant loss, like I said. He's going to have to watch his back. And then the Hermit card. This is an investigation. Remember we had detective? That's what this person would do, but like professionally. And the Six of Pentacles is going to affect his finances. Wow. He's got some kind of bad news coming. It could be an earth sign. I'm sorry, not an earth sign, an air sign. Maybe it is an earth sign. But you got the King and Queen of Swords. They do represent usually people in positions of authority, decision makers, usually law enforcement. I don't like this for him. I don't like this for him at all, because I feel like there's going to be some kind of hit to the finances. Yeah, the star. The star is taking a hit. And the Wheel of Fortune, that's karma. Karma is playing out for the star. And he is the star. That's why it's showing up here. Status symbol, all of these things here. Aquarius energy. The star is also Aquarius season. Uranus. And the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, Pisces energy, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. This is fate, fated events. Something is happening here that's bringing him some grief and some heartbreak. This could even be divorce and separation. This could be Beyonce walking away. I told y'all in the last reading I did for him, the only thing that's going to make her leave him is if it starts to affect her bottom line, her reputation. Her reputation is already taking a hit, but I mean where she can't clean it up. They keep cleaning it up. Something's coming, y'all. It's major. And I know right now there are talks that he got some money laundering stuff going on. I mean, the Six of Pentacles can be, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Quid pro quo. It could very well be. They're looking into his finances. Jesus. The Temperance card is here. And then the Ten of Wands. More Sagittarius energy. Both of these are Sagittarius energy. And this is burdens. A lot of stress and burdens and getting to a breaking point. And I'm telling you, that's what I feel is happening for him. I feel like it's like the calm before the storm. Wow. And this is the end of Sagittarius season, which is in December. That's what I'm saying. December, January, maybe even into February. Something is happening, y'all. Oh, well. It's a shame, but you know, bad things catch up when you do bad things. It catches up to you. You got the Wheel of Fortune, and that's karma, the wheel of karma. Show me Beyonce's energy, Spirit. Show me Beyonce's energy. And he also might have to be concerned about the fact that he did turn his back on Diddy. And Diddy is behind those bars. And you never know what he could be back there blabbering, things that he might know. Things that, you know, your buddy tell you something and then you save it for, you know, to cash it in when you might need it. That could be what the Six of Pentacles is. They might be offering Diddy something behind the scenes, allegedly, right? And he's like, okay, cool. Shave some of my time off. Get me up out of here. I tell you whatever you need to know. I don't know. Let's see. What's going on, Beyonce? She's mentally fragile. The Nine of Swords, she's worried. This is anxiety. This is a nervous breakdown, feeling traumatized, insomnia, dark night of the soul, paranoia, and not being able to sleep at night. This is like her worst nightmare. Whoa. Gemini, Mars energy. Get the ball rolling. The Eight of Wands is here again. Yeah, it's like I feel like they're trying to do something. They're trying to think on their feet. They're trying to problem solve. They're trying to figure some kind of way out of it. It's an antsy energy. She could also have a lot of opportunities still coming her way. You know, the Eight of Wands does talk about travel for work. It usually is a good, overwhelming feeling, but with it coming out with mental fragility, I don't think so. I think she's trying to think on her feet and figure out her next step, depending on what happens with him. Lord Jesus. We got cloud 9 on a high, awestruck, head in the clouds, and love floating in bliss. Happy crush, new love, and fresh perspective. I don't think that's what it is. The next part of this is delusions, illusions, wishful thinking, high hopes, unrealistic expectations, living in fantasy land, and idealism. That's what I think is happening with both of them. I feel like they're both too big for their britches. They feel like they've gotten so major that they're untouchable, and I got news for them. They're not. They're not. Feeling small. The Strength card in reverse. And then a broken covenant. The Two of Cups is a marriage that's going through some changes here. And you got the Bopsy twins. 2 peas in a pod. Birds of a feather flock together. Like-minded close friends always together. I'm not going to take these, but it's like the Two of Cups would be this card as well. And this is the Two of Cups in reverse. Sometimes it talks about disharmony in a relationship, divorce, a breakup, trust issues, a need to focus on yourself. I feel like Beyonce doesn't know who she is outside of her marriage. I feel like she's so lost in the idea of them being this dynamic duo. As is he. He's benefited greatly from her. One of the cards that fell out and I put it back in said that they were using each other. And I feel like their relationship has always been pretty transactional. Six of Pentacles is a transactional relationship as well. Give me one more for her energy. I mean, actually, I'm going to pull some more, but let me Get one more for her energy. And then I'm going to look at them as a couple. She's tuning out. Two of Swords and the Four of Cups. That's what I'm saying. That's like ignoring the big red elephant in the room. Refusing to deal with reality. That's what she's doing. She's checking out. Libra moon and Cancer moon. I don't know what her moon placement is, but it could be either of those. Yeah, Sagittarius, Mercury here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She does have some good news for some reason. It feels like something good is happening for her. But when it comes to this, in relation to him, she could be keeping herself distracted with work. But I said the last time she got the Nine of Swords, and I was saying she worries about stuff. And I said, how is she doing this? Because she was touring at the time. But she's very mentally fragile, allegedly. And it's like I feel like their attitude, both of them, is like out of sight, out of mind. If I don't pay any attention, Two of Swords and the Four of Cups is out of sight, out of mind. I'm just going to act like it's not there and it's going to go away. No, it ain't. Not this time. Not this time. It's like they got some powerful enemies. There's somebody that doesn't care for Jay-Z. I don't know what he has said or done, but it feels like this is probably more personal than it is about ethics. Because let's be honest, are there really ethics in Hollywood? No. Let's look at their energy as a couple. What's coming for them? We got the Science guy, the Page of Swords. That's the spy. I feel like somebody's looking into their affairs. I don't think this is good at all. And it could be a strong air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You got the Page of Swords, the Queen, and the King of Swords. That's all air energy. Now, that could just represent somebody that's very intellectual, and that does represent looking into intelligence. Like, somebody is looking into them. Lord. I feel like they're also trying to stay mentally strong. I feel like she's more fragile than him. I feel like he's too arrogant to be fragile, but it's still underneath. He don't like the fact that all of this attention is on him and it's not good publicity. Because the Six of Wands is good publicity. Tit for tat. Petty, competitive. No, that doesn't say competitive. Combative, argumentative, getting the last word. The Five of Swords is a sore loser. That's Aquarius energy. Aquarius, Venus. And Venus has a lot to do with our affairs, our love lives. And I'm looking at them two together. So I do feel like they have arguments, because that came out in the pre-shuffled messages, that they have arguments, and he does a lot of projecting onto her. And she's like, look, man, don't be messing up my money now. Let's see some more. A life of crime. Career criminal, in and out of prison and institutionalized. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's something that's been happening over the last 7 years. What happened in 2018? I don't know. Only thing I remember, I think about 2018, and I could be off with this. I think that's when she did Coachella. It was around that time for Beyonce. I don't know what was going on for Jay-Z. But he's being accused of some white-collar crimes, and that's not good. He's being accused of money laundering and like a RICO style thing, just like Diddy. Give me one more for them as a couple. She said, I don't care if we're on the run, baby, long as I'm next to you. You got Globetrotter and Life of Crime. They're going to try to make a quick exit. It's kind of what I'm getting. Eight of Wands is like moving really, really fast. It's the second fastest card in the tarot deck. I feel like these two are going to be like overnight. They're just going to up and leave. I feel like she's so caught up in this image. Like, she likes being the Bonnie to his Clyde. She likes the idea of him being the bad guy and her being the good girl. That's been their shtick this whole time. And I just don't think that it's not working anymore. Somebody might be going to jail. And we still ain't cool with the way he's doing Ramir. Because my thing is, just take the test. If you ain't the father, you ain't the father. Just prove it and be done with it. All right, what else? They're still very much in love with you. And that's Beyonce. That's what I'm saying. Look at this. Naivete. She's just so silly. And it's the Star in reverse. Lacking common sense, out of alignment, oblivious, cynical, pessimism, ignorance, and ignoring solutions. In the fast track, this is the Eight of Wands again. Definitely, I feel like she's going to follow him to the ends of the earth. I do feel like the only thing that will make her leave him, yeah, you got consideration, the Temperance card, and cliche. She said, who wants the perfect love story anyway? I literally just sang the lyrics to that song. Cliche, cliche. She said, what about the bad girl? What she say? The bad guy goes good. This says commonplace and expression, the norm, predictable, and politically correct. I can't believe cliche came out, because she literally said that. And she said she would follow him to the other side. because he giving her some passionate sex. And she's desperate. The cards is saying everything. Now look at this. It says the second quarter. So something could be happening in the second quarter, or maybe this past second quarter, April, May, or June. And then a consultation. I feel like he need to consult with somebody. I know he keeps a I'm going to read this next one and we're going to be done. I know he keeps an attorney on retainer. They both do because they're superstars. But it says meeting, advice, discussion, and examination. I feel like there's something going on behind the scenes. You got the Tower here again. It's here again. And it says breaking point, wit's end, inevitable ending. It can't go on this way anymore. That's the Tower, Scorpio and Aries energy. I think it's over. I think the Jay-Z and Beyonce we've known, especially the Jay-Z we've known, I think something is coming to an end. And the Seven of Wands does talk about being backed in the corner, being on the defense, feeling like the underdog. Oh boy. And this is the card that comes after the Pride. And you got the Six of Wands here like 2 or 3 times. This is the next card. This is like fighting to protect what you've built. August 12th through the 22nd could be significant for some reason. Maybe y'all want to go back and look, because it could be past tense. I'm not saying this is next year. I'm not saying it was last year. I mean, this year either. But that date could mean something for some reason. Okay. That is all. Yeah, what's that song, y'all? I don't care if we on the run. I can't think of the name of that song. Y'all know what it is. I think it's called, is it called On the Run? Whatever the case, that's probably what they're going to be. I wish them the best. I don't like seeing nobody go through hell, you know, but we all got to pay karma when we do wrong things. So if he has been involved in something illegal, it's catching up. And that's where we're going to leave this, y'all. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment if you so choose. I'm going to do one on Charlie Clark, and we're going to keep it above ground. We're not bashing nobody. We're not taking the low road. That's not what I'm here for. So I just really want to look to see something about him, because something I saw yesterday. I want to see what really happened to him. Was he a sacrifice? Because I feel like he was. But we're going to keep it as non-political as we can and just deal with the person and the fact that someone was taken away from Earth, okay? And there was one more that I wanted to do, but I can't. Oh, that guy, David, D4BD, the one that had the little girl in his care and did not care for her. And in fact, in my opinion, I don't know how to say what I want to say without saying something that might get me in trouble. So I'm going to just wait till I get to that one. But those are the 3 that I will probably be posting today or this evening or tonight or overnight or early morning or whatever. So keep your notifications on. After I do these next 2 readings, I'm going to do a love reading, like a pick a card reading for those of you who are here for love. Because I know not everybody is, you know, signed up to be here for celebrity readings. But that's what I'm doing mostly, even though I am going to do love as well. So just keep your notifications on. You know, if you don't want to watch the celebrity readings, that's absolutely fine. I will see you all the next time. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment if you so choose. And if you can hype the video, please do so. Peace, y'all.